everybody are hyped over the new heroes. We got Zeros, we got Wagerta, we got a couple new heroes that is present in Age of Empire Mobile, and immediately, also Belarus, immediately people are jumping over which hero is going to be the meta. And in my opinion, from what I speak with the pro players or the people who basically have the opportunity to invest in almost all the heroes, because to actually have some kind of vision over specific combos, specific heroes, you have to actually invest in this hero, test him in the battlefield. But by investing, it's not actually just getting the hero, but you have to make him like 3-star or maybe 5-star, having the best synergy team that you can actually put with this specific hero if you want to test him and see the results. So yeah, I speak with a lot of people from my alliance and also some of the people in the Discord. By the way, you can join the Discord, link in the description, about the meta for open field. And like 90% or 80-90% from the people suggest these 3 heroes. And at some point I actually agree, in some point I'm not 100% agree, and this is Zeros, Barbossa and Mansa. Now, why I'm not that much in agreeing is just because it needs more proofs. Just because when the heroes show up, everybody is this, but so far there is a strong fact and support over the combo from Zeros, Barbossa and Mansa to be actually the meta this season. Because everybody are fearing Wubu. This is I think everybody understand that. I mean, Wubu is so fine season 2 and 3, the meta hero, especially with the Attila. Now here you can actually use Rani or Timur, it strongly depends, but let's go over the new heroes. I'm going to just directly select them. Now, people are looking for something that is going to counter Wubu, okay? I speak, and also from my personal experience, and I speak with a lot of players, but there is close to 0 chance to actually get bad traits with Wubu, which speaks a lot for this Legion. Even back in the days when this bad boy was present in the game, it was a moment where I was not having that much time to actually play Age of Empire Mobile. And I remember people were spamming my videos, Wubu is broken, they have to nerf Wubu. And for so much time, nobody actually touched Wubu. And there's going to be big clash if somebody actually touched Wubu, because a lot of people, especially free-to-play players that are saving their medals from season 1 and waiting for season 2 to invest in Wubu, they already have Attila and maybe get legendary advent Attila and etc. I mean, this is a lot of effort to build one strong March. So by nerfing the top hero of this March is something that not many people is going to like. Okay, imagine if you have your best hero nerfed and you was waiting, saving and investing in this hero. Not cool thing. But still, people are looking for something right now that is going to somehow counter Wubu, or at least maybe basically counter Wubu. And this is the 3 heroes that the majority of the people actually suggest. This is Zeros the Great. We have Mansa Musa, and the last one may actually surprise you a little, but this is Frederick Barbossa. From the day one, back in the days when I started playing Age of Empire Mobile, I was knowing that Frederick Barbossa, by looking his spell, he's not having counter attack. This is something specific for the pikemans, the military water pikemans. But Barbossa is different. It's just giving this sustain on the battlefield, this stamina to be able to fight for longer. So I was thinking maybe the Richard, Leonidas and maybe Bondika combo, it may be good, but of course it was Richard, Barbossa and Leonidas or Bondika. Some people are saying Bondika, some people are saying Leonidas. It didn't actually matter. Barbossa was there. Also, if I remember right, Barbossa was the first hero that was presented in the daily deals. Till these days, you can actually go and get some daily deals and you can get this hero. But anyway, let's go over one by one and why the majority, including me, are thinking maybe this is going to be the meta that may actually counter finally Wubu. This Wubu that nobody like but everybody play with him, okay? Everybody are playing with him but everybody is hating him. Tyros is your main DPS, we have to point out. This thing, invest a 5-star if you want insane burst damage. So we're going to go over the Tyros, and first thing, I think he should be a commander. Commander skill deals might damage to 3 enemy troops in fan-shaped area in front. Damage rate, obviously when you level up this spell, the damage is going to increase. Might bonus and increase Tyros, the great counter attack. Trigger chance from customizable skill by 2 points, let's say 3%, okay? The next level is going to be 4.6, so you see how fast these percentages are growing. For 12 seconds. He's getting 100 initial rage upon entering in the battle. It needs like 250 rage. Now, you see that damage is absolutely crazy, and the other thing is increased Tyros the Great counter attack, trigger chance from customizable skills with some percentage for 12 seconds. Now the next spell, obviously the signature spell, is when dealing damage with customizable skills, a continuous damage effect excluded, has a 65% chance to deal might damage to an enemy troop. And this is the might damage. Obviously this thing can actually grow, but it's 65% chance, which is pretty decent chance. Triggers 1 per second at most, so yeah, basically 1 time per second can be done. And increase your might by some number for 3 seconds. This attack has 50% chance to ignore some percentage of the enemy defense. So what we are seeing here? We're seeing that we have 65% chance to do might damage to an enemy, and same time increase your might with some number. Honestly, again, might or increasing the damage, I think increasing damage is always better. This passive stats like might strategy is not something that something crazy. I think people, if you have chance to increase the damage over increasing the might, better go with increasing the damage. Way better return for value. Increase your might with some numbers and this attack has 50% chance to ignore some percentage of the enemy defense. When receiving might damage, has some percentage chance to reduce the damage by some percentage might bonus. So you see absolutely aggressive strong spells, in same time a proc chance of 65% doing damage, and this damage that's going to proc, it can go up to 1 minute, has a 50% chance. In same time it's also increasing your might. It's having 50% chance to actually ignore the defense, and when you receive damage you have a chance to reduce the damage. I mean, this hero, yeah, maybe I start understanding the people why they think that Tyros can actually maybe beat Wubu. Definitely need to be tested. Not many people I know that have everything till 5-star, because this is basically new heroes present in the game. I'm not so sure for one legendary event you can max the hero, but so far those heroes need some work. I also have him at level 1. But yeah, let's jump over the next hero, and this is Barbossa. And Frederick Barbossa is going to give you this survivability. Now we saw the Tyros is having some spell that is going to increase the signature skill is going to increase your survivability, but Frederick Barbossa is going to increase it even more. I mean, this bad boy from the season 1 is one of my favorite one. reduce your troops damage taken with some percentage. When your units fall below 50%, reduce damage taken with some extra percentages, like double the other percentage. Armor bonus, and both is armor bonus, so obviously this bad boy should be sticking to armor. And recover your units every second for 9 seconds. Recover rate 52%, armor bonus. The recovery effects trigger one every 2 minutes. Obviously, this recovery is crazy because it's like for 9 seconds every second. So you're seeing that we're talking about the big percentage as a recovery rate. It's normal to have like 2 minutes, 2-minute cooldown. But at the end of the day, this is absolutely crazy survivability. This is crazy survivability that Barbossa is going to give to your legion. And for example, Barbossa, I don't think he's actually needing like 5-star. I think this bad boy is working. I mean, Zeros should be 5-star, just to start from there. But Barbossa, I think 3 stars is enough. It's a good pick. Each time Pledge of Victory recover unit, increase the recovery rate by some percentage. Increase Pledge of Victory damage reduction effect by an extra 1%. When the troops unit fall below 50%, increase the damage reduction by 3%. So you see recovery and also increasing the damage reduction. Now the last one is not that need to get. Extra effect: when unit of your troop fall below 75%, increase your troops recovery rate by 30%. I think 3-star is enough for Barbossa, but if you want to go one step further, you can go further. And finally, we're going to talk about Mansa Musa. Now, specifically for this hero, Mansa Musa at 5-star become unkillable and dominates, prolongs a fight. And that's why, if you something that I notice, and also what I speak with other people, is Mansa Musa need to be 5-star. Now, from first look, yeah, this maybe is going to be the meta legion, but at the end of the day, it's a well or Kraken meta because you need a lot of investment in these bad boys. So what actually 5-star is giving? First of all, let's just short over the signature skill. After your troops take 12 normal attacks, which is so much, 12 normal attacks, sometimes the whole legion vanish before these 12 normal attacks. Counts up to 2 normal attacks per second. That's why you actually need Barbossa to provide with this stamina on the battlefield. And if you attack it, 2 legions, deals might damage to the enemy troop, damage rate, some percentage might bonus, and reduce your troop damage taken by extra percentage might bonus for 3 seconds. So even Mansa Musa is going to give you that extra damage taken reduction and is going to do some damage. This hero is aggressive and defensive with the damage reduction, but still, like 12 normal attacks is a pretty big amount of time to actually trigger this thing. Now, from point of stars, let me check it out. On the first time, increase the damage rate of Devout Radiance. This one is a good one, not gonna lie. When Devout Radiance is activated, additionally recover your units recover rate 90% my bonus. This one is a very good one because not only damage taken reduction you're going to receive, but some recovery rate. Start looking like Barbossa. And at rank 5, increase the damage reduction effect of Devout Radiance by 6% and extend its duration by 3 seconds. That means it's going to be for 6 seconds. That's why the majority of the people strongly suggest Mansa Musa to be actually like 5-star, because in combination with Barbossa and the raw damage of the Zeros, I think this legion can be extremely strong and sustainable on the battlefield for sure. At least this is my personal opinion. Obviously, smash the like if you ever maxed Mansa and cried over the cost. I think everybody cry over the cost over whatever hero they're leveling up. Maybe Wubu is going to be exception. Okay, I'm Wubu fan, just to mention that. So far, this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit one like, subscribe to his channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.